All right, what's going on, guys? You know when someone posts like an exposed video to social media and in their head they think they're 100% in the right and everyone's going to support them, but then it just ends up completely backfiring on them and everyone is just roasting them for whatever dumb thing it is that they did and they get a nice reality check on the situation, right? Like I love those type of situations. And then the person usually ends up having like a mental breakdown, right? So usually they'll do one of two things. They'll either delete the post or delete their account and just like pretend it never happened. Or number two, they have like a real mental breakdown and they start making more posts trying to defend themselves or add additional context. And this strategy never works, man. And the girl we're about to look at today, she definitely tried this second strategy, and I think it's one of the worst attempts I've ever seen. She posted like 5 follow-up videos to the original video. Like every day she was just posting a new like follow-up. She just could not let it go, and she just kept embarrassing herself even more. So basically, just a little bit of context here. This girl made a TikTok detailing her terrible first date experience with this guy, and she posted it right after International Women's Day or whatever that we just had. I don't know if that was on purpose, like if she thought she was gonna get some extra support or whatever, but that definitely was not the case. So let's go ahead and play the first video.
Guys, I just got back from a Hinge date. Why am I doing this to myself? So we scheduled to go to dinner. We are sitting at the restaurant. Seems very nice. Not a catfish. Things are going well. And the waitress comes over. She wants to take her order. And I said, okay, I'm gonna take the branzino. And he said, I'm gonna take the burger. And the waitress asked him, okay, how do you like your burger? He said how he likes his burger. And do you want some cheese on your burger? And he asked, is this gonna be extra? And she says, yes, it's $3 extra. And he said, okay, then never mind. Over there, and I'm like, what the actual fuck? I'm like, okay, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat my branzino and see what happens. And he's like, oh my god, you have to pay extra for everything these days. And I'm like, yeah, it's New York City. So I got my branzino, he got his burger, we were eating. And once I was satisfied, I got up and I was like, I'm going to the restroom for a second. And I took my purse and I went to the waitress and I was like, hey, I just want to pay the bill. And I just paid the bill and walked out of the restaurant. And I texted him. So I texted him, the check is taken care of. You should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
I was scrolling through the comments on TikTok and I don't think I saw one comment supporting her out of the top, like, I don't know how many I went through, like 50 to 100 comments. I didn't see one person actually on her side. So I don't know exactly what she was hoping for by posting this video, but clearly not the reaction that she wanted. Even the other women were not supporting her in the comments. Like, I think she was hoping the other girls were gonna hype her up, like, yeah, good shit, girl. You ditched that broke loser. He can't even afford some cheese, right? But I think everyone other than this girl can see that that's not really what happened here, right? Like, it's not the fact that this guy's so broke that he doesn't have $3. I mean, any grown man with a job has $3. It's the fact that they're trying to charge $3 for a fucking slice of cheese, man. Like, that's just ridiculous, you know? It's just the principle of it. I just wouldn't willingly allow myself to be scammed like that, right? It's not about whether or not a guy has $3. It's the fact that you're being finessed, right? That just doesn't sit right with me, you know what I mean? Knowing that they got me, you know what I mean? Like, they're celebrating, like, yeah, we just took this fool's $3, you know what I mean? Like, I just doesn't sit right with me, right? So that's really all there is to say about the actual situation. But for some reason, she decided to freak out about it. So she left the restaurant, cried about it in a video online. And the thing is, somehow she feels, I guess she doesn't feel like this anymore, but at the time of her posting the video, somehow she felt like she took the W in this situation. Like, if we look at the facts here, right, you paid for the guy's meal and you also showed him that you're actually an insane person. So it seems like he came off pretty well in this situation, but you're posting it online as if you somehow came out on top. So thankfully the internet is here to give you a nice reality check about the situation. But she posted a follow-up video trying to add some more context and further explain herself. Spoiler alert, it did not help the situation.
Why are you taking this stupid video so seriously? I'm having a laugh about it. The guy is having a laugh about it. We're talking still, and we're gonna go on a second date. Like, he laughed about it. He's a psycho like me, and we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be okay. And you're going laughing about my TV? Yeah, I know that I'm broke. I'm a fucking student. I'm an unpaid intern. I'm broke. My rent is half of my paycheck. I'm broke. And yeah, I have a huge credit debt. And and I'm fine about it. I'm broke and it's gonna be okay. And I make really bad financial decisions. But when I go out on a date or to a restaurant with a friend, I'm not gonna bitch about money. I'm gonna enjoy myself and I'm gonna deal with the money later. I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's expensive.
So this was a very strange follow-up video. It did not help her case whatsoever. First of all, I thought she blocked the guy, but apparently they're laughing it up and setting up a second date, so something's not adding up on that part. And pretty much all the comments on this were questioning her, saying that she's lying, and I have to agree, that sounds like some major copium. But what is adding up is the part where you mentioned that you're broke yourself and make terrible financial decisions. I think we could have all guessed that information from the two videos that we've watched so far, but it's weird because you're acknowledging that fact, but you don't seem to be connecting the dots between that and the original video and your reaction there. Regardless, I guess people didn't react very well to this follow-up video, and she decided to make a third video.
Hey, what can I get for you?
I'll take the burger.
Would you like it with cheese, no cheese?
I'll take it medium with extra cheese. I want more cheese than what you usually get.
Extra
I want
cheese?
the cheese and more cheese. I want $12 cheese.
$12 cheese.
Yeah,
okay.
is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know, I guess that was supposed to be funny or something, I'm not really sure. I think the main takeaway here is let this situation be a lesson on how not to react to criticism on the internet, because this is just back to back to back L's, and we're not even done yet. We're not even close to being done.
You know what's funny? The guy doesn't even have Instagram. He's not on social media. He doesn't have TikTok. He's not on Reddit. And he doesn't even know about this stupid story. And there are a bunch of weirdos going on and saying that they're the guy posting videos about this. So whoever you see posting, saying he's the guy, he got a free burger, cheese, whatever, he's lying. The real guy doesn't have social media.
Man, this is just getting crazy now. Did you not just say, like 2 videos ago, that you and this guy were apparently having a big old laugh about the story and he thought it was hilarious and y'all are going on a second date and everything? And now, apparently, this guy's just a fucking ghost. He got no social media and he don't even know about the story at all. Oh, by the way, she admitted in the first video that they literally met on a dating app, but just no social media, by the way. He has no idea what's going on here, man. Listen, this is not making any sense. This is not adding up. But hold on. We ain't done yet. You know the Vince Carter? The hold up. I got one more in me.
Ladies of New York, I would love for you to help me out on this one. But please, only if you're a New York woman in your 20s and your 30s and you're single and you're actively dating. If you're going to be sitting in a restaurant on a first date with a guy and he wants to get something extra on his meal and he realizes that it's going to be $1 to $5 extra, but he's gonna say no, Are you really going to think that he's so smart and so financially responsible and that's a green flag and that's amazing? Or is it going to keep you there?
So now she made a video basically begging for some girls to back her up on this. Spoiler alert, no girls supported her, man. Now that is just sad, you know what I mean? Like, she made this video hoping for finally a little bit of support, and then only to open up the comments and see everyone still bullying you, man. Like, just give it up, man. It's really not even that big of a deal. Like, just move on, stop talking about it. It doesn't need to go to all this, but no, I got one more in me.
You know what it never was? That serious. It was never that serious. Quite frankly, will never be that serious. Never.
Now she's trying to claim the whole story was made up and none of this even ever happened, man. Like, this is just getting embarrassing, man. You are a grown-ass woman. What are you doing right now? This is crazy. Like, obviously, she's just trying to backtrack, so the whole situation doesn't seem like as much of an L for her. But then, thankfully, just in case anyone actually believed that, the guy from the date posted a video showing her in his DMs and commenting on the TikTok about it, freaking out. So now you look even more dumb, man. Okay, this was literally like 7 L's in a row, man. It just kept getting worse, right? She just kept doubling down on it, tripling down, fighting for her life. And then finally she was like, okay, whatever, guys. It was just a prank, bro. You know, I was just kidding. Only for the guy to expose you again, man. And you only ended up with another L. Like, this is honestly embarrassing, man. I don't know what you were thinking. This should be a case study on how not to react to people on the internet. All you had to do was delete the video and not post anything else for like 3 days. Okay, you're not some huge famous person. No one cares about you, and people would have forgotten about this and moved on. Instead, you did all this and you made it into a giant, huge, big deal, and now you're gonna be known as the fucking psycho lying cheese lady. If you ever get recognized in public now, which you probably will, they're literally probably gonna be like, hey, aren't you that fucking cheese lady on TikTok? Like, is that what you wanted out of life, man? Like, that's embarrassing, okay? Like, and it easily could have been avoided if you just used your brain a little bit more, okay? A little bit more, that's all. It would have helped a lot. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video, man. I just thought it was kind of a funny situation, and it was a bit of a lesson on how not to deal with situations like this. You know what I mean? I see a lot of people making these same mistakes, although I will say this was one of the worst reactions I've ever seen. I don't think I've quite seen someone make like 10 videos talking about it. Usually it's just like 1, 2, maybe 3, but this girl took it to a whole nother level. So yeah, definitely do not do that if you ever find yourself in a situation like this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Check out my last video if you missed it. We had to discuss the Mr. Beast haters, I guess you'll call them, really losers is what I would call them, that show up every time he does like a charity video doing something nice in the world. They have a mental breakdown about it because he made a video. I think those people are just insane, to be honest. But anyways, check that video out if you missed it. Other than that, thank you again for watching. Have a good day and peace out.